We certainly look at every day that we have here as being ready to expect the unexpected.
It's a pretty unique situation, meeting someone probably on the worst day of their life.
Accidents happen, people make mistakes, we're not perfect. And when that does happen, we rely on the help of others to get us out of trouble.
You're going to work sort of going, well, okay, what's the weather like for the day? Which way's the wind blowing? Is the southerly coming through? What's the worst time of the day?
We've got routines, you know, daily briefs and aircraft checks, but all of a sudden the bat phone, as we affectionately call it, can ring, and then
steamed for about 2 hours north when I noticed some black smoke. Went downstairs and there was already 2 or 3 tonne of water swirling around the motor. I knew we were going to sink.
And then realised, got to get the kids because they were asleep.
My dad or Rick got us up and we put our life jackets on.
My thoughts were to them, but also to Rick because I know he's not a strong swimmer. That's why I grabbed the esky.
I just jumped into the water off the top of the boat. I only had to swim a couple of metres and grab the esky.
The boat went from a 45 to vertical and sunk within a split second. And Rick looked at me and said, "What happened?" I said, "It sunk." He was in shock. He's obviously in shock. The lure we were towing came past and it hooked on another lure that had got stuck on his jacket, his spray jacket. So he got dragged under the water, pulled his spray jacket off his body, came back up in a panic, and then the lure dug into his knee and dragged him back under the water again.
The bat phone had gone off and we'd received a call that only there was a 000 call.
we knew that there was someone off Sydney in trouble. That's it, that's all we knew.
So we prepared ourselves for more than one person in the water, but we didn't know whether we were coming to 30 people in the water or 2 or 1.
And I just kept telling the boys and Rick, "Don't worry, everything's all right. We've got the EPIRB, we're going to be right. Westpac Lifesaver will come." I knew who would be coming.
The first thing we looked for was craft to give us any indication that they'd either seen a vessel go down or they were in fact themselves in distress, and there was none of that.
We had an indication from Australian Search and Rescue in Canberra that there had been a glimmer of a distress beacon more south towards Sydney Heads.
You could see the land, but it felt like thousands of miles away.
By this stage, we're sort of an hour and 15 into the search. I remember the wind had started picking up and pushing the swell, so it was starting to white cap.
Things were starting to look very bad. You could tell the boys were slipping into a bit of shock.
I was feeling weak and I didn't know if it didn't come, I didn't know. Them things were sort of going through my mind, like whether I'm going to see the family again.
The worst fear for that hour that we were in the water was that we were going to lose the boys.
We had maps out, we had computer programs running and everything to try and figure out where might they be.
When we first found them, what we saw was 2 life jackets. That's all we spotted, because it was a grey esky and almost a grey water, and everyone was wearing dark clothes.
And there was 2 or 3 choppers all in a row. There was film crew and the Westpac Rescue. It was the best feeling.
We're saved. I'm going to see my son again.
4 people, we can't retrieve all at once. With the equipment that we've got on board, we've got a 10-person life raft, and we thought we had other services. Police, water police are on the way.
And I deemed that the safest thing to do was to actually not winch, but wait for the water police.
We decided at that stage, get a life raft to them, get them out of the water.
Once we got in that raft, I gave me Ryan a cuddle and yeah, it was the best feeling.
It felt good to know that they were now in a much more controlled environment.
It was just another day. We thought that we were very excited. We just bought the boat. We were taking it to Yamba.
And I said, "How good is this?" And we're just on top of the world. And then 50 seconds later, we're at the lowest point in my life, I think.
I knew that Westpac Lifesaver would come because they're the people that save everyone when this boat sinks or something happens.
If Westpac Lifesaver Rescue didn't exist, I don't know whether I'd be here today, because I was not in a good way.
I kept telling them, "Don't worry, they'll come," and sure enough they did.